How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and today I've just got a bit of a more chilled, simple video because, to be honest, I slept really badly. I woke up with a bit of a migraine by the time I was sorted. It was getting on a bit, so I wanted to do this video now. It's been on the list of videos to do, so since I didn't have quite enough time tonight, well, 8 hours later I'm still here, but the review videos take probably more like 10 to 15 with the editing. Anyway, I want to show you all the different cargo options because there's quite a lot, and there's a couple of reasons why you might want to mix and match them a bit more than just the traditional truck and trailer. So obviously the first one, admittedly this isn't really the most important, but obviously I'll start with the smallest and work my way up. The Hummer, or any Scout, towing a one-slot trailer, and I've not tested it with all of them, but the roof rack bug appears to still be an issue. I put a roof rack on this Hummer, and it was still doing it, so that's just why I'm winching a fuel trailer behind. But yeah, like I say, this one itself isn't the most important. Was there actually any missions to do one piece of cargo? I can't even remember, but I don't think there was. Next one, good old little loaf, horse of a vehicle. Two cargo options. It's wheel spinning now, but I genuinely, earlier on the Taiga was towing cargo down here and it was wheel spinning as well with its mud tyres because it's not got chained on. Yeah, again, I have to say though, jokes aside, I wouldn't tow cargo with a car and loaf. It's not, that ain't its strong point because it's not that fat. It's got a ridiculous amount of pulling power. Like, you've seen me flip Derry Longhorns and all sorts. Like, it really is good for that sort of stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't personally tow cargo with it. Well, actually no, I'll take that back. I would tow cargo with it, but I wouldn't recommend it. There's definitely faster Scouts and so on. I think at the minute that thing hadn't started its engine. And yeah, so this is like, again, it doesn't have to be loafs, it's just two Scouts, 4 cargo, so quite a lot of missions are 4 cargo, and between those 2 Scouts I've got a strong winch on one of them, I can't remember which now, and an autonomous winch on the other one. So even if I fully rolled and I was too far over, like, the autonomous winch could get me out of it. But like I said, the 2 Carns is just sort of messing around. This I actually think is a genuine clever option over just a truck and a 4-slot trailer, because this Scout is the only one where you can have that yellow crane on it. It's also got the autonomous winch, or it's at least got the option. So if you roll more than 90 degrees, you can still get yourself out of trouble. It's also, if you look in the bottom left, it's got 8 gears because it's got a truck engine, and because of that, it's got a truck gearbox. So I've got the high range gearbox in it. Whereas like Scout trucks, like if I go back to this loaf, if you look in the bottom right, it's got 6 gears because I've got the freeway gearbox in that. But yeah, Scout vehicles basically all have, like, the gearboxes I don't think are as good, whereas obviously trucks like that Taiga, that's my lowered Taiga that's still sat there, that's got 8 gears as well. So this thing has got a hell of a lot of pulling power. It's kind of the best of both worlds. It's got a truck engine, a truck gearbox, a crane, but it also can have the autonomous winch. And genuinely, with this setup, again, I would actually take the Carn as the second vehicle, because the thing just never rolls, and even if it does, it can flick itself back up off its side and all sorts. But on this particular setup, I've got the strong winch on the Lodestar, and I've got the autonomous winch on the Carn, so if I set off somewhere with this setup for cargo, I definitely know I'm getting there, and I'm not going to have to bring a rescue vehicle or anything, because even if they all flipped upside down, the Carn could rescue itself, the Carn could rescue the Lodestar, and the Lodestar could load the trailers, and then I'm off again. Whereas obviously a truck, if you just have a truck and a trailer and you tip, and you're over 90 degrees, like, that's it, you're not starting. Obviously you can try my like little things of restoring the crane and jiggling, but if you rolled on a hill and you're facing like the wrong way, then you're not getting started. Obviously you got to bring a recovery vehicle. So yeah, this particular setup is actually a lot better than you think, and well, like I say, I mean, the loaf should probably be in front, really. But yeah, this thing's got amazing pulling power. I reckon that's basically the best Scout in the game. I mean, like, look at this little loaf. That's just pushing a Tatran with mud tyres on a black ice runway. Absolute little horse of a vehicle. Gee, I mean, he wrote it off then. Not the Carn, the Tatran. I mean, look at them. If I didn't tell you the loaf was on the left, you probably wouldn't even know. They're basically the same height, the same width. The only difference is, though, the Carn loaf can actually go deeper. That's what she said. But seriously, it can go deeper in water than the Tatrin, not by much, but it can. So it's got it beat on that, and they're both about the same speed. The towing power of the Khan is ridiculous for what it is. So, I mean, look at it, it's like a Where's Wally sketch. You wouldn't even know. Horse of a vehicle. Got to get yourself a loaf. Anyway, back to business. So this is like 4 cargo option, the old Stevie Wonder truck, which the only reason I'm using this one is because I can put the crane on it, but I can't put the saddle low, and this has been one of the most common delivery options I've used through my playthrough. Yeah, so again, if you're taking cargo, if you can, it's preferable to have a crane with you, so obviously if you just flip, you don't have to bring like a rescue vehicle from the other side of the map. But yeah, this Navistar can't have a crane and a saddle, so I just tow a 4-slot instead. And but again, that's why the Lodestar and the Khan might be a better option, because it's still 4 cargo, but I'm definitely getting there with that other setup, because I can have autonomous winches and all sorts. So anyway, this one's pretty standard issue, 5-slot trailer. This truck, obviously, I can have a crane and a 5-slot trailer, which is just better, and just in case I do flip the truck or anything. But yeah, that's pretty standard issue. This one, next one, is 6 cargo, and that's just 1 truck. And the reason I've used this Fleet Star, and this is pretty important, is that I believe this is the only truck where you can have the yellow crane, a flatbed or a sideboard bed, and you can still tow that trailer. As you can see, that trailer's hooked onto the back of me. I'm not winching it, which means I've still got my winch available. Every other truck, if you have the crane and the flatbed or sideboard, you can't tow a trailer behind you. You have to winch to it. So this is actually, like, that's little things like that where the Fleet Star does shine, because it can do this basically. And if you're getting stuck on a hill, I can still winch to trees in front. I don't have to let go of the trailer to do that and then winch the trailer near me and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, as a 6 cargo option, that's a very good option. Next one, less common, but it's definitely doable. This is obviously an 8 cargo setup. I've got the twin steer. I'm having to winch the trailer though, because I can't attach it. However, to be fair, the pulling power of this twin steer is insane. Do you hear that as well? They've added like, I don't know if it's like a bit of a turbo whistle or it's just sucking air in at a rapid rate. But yeah, this thing pulls, like, you can motor through a lot without the winch, so it's a definite option anyway. It's worth bearing in mind. This next one, I've actually used this twice doing this exact setup, but obviously we've got 2 cargo in the flatbed of the ANK, towing a 4-slot trailer, and then I'm also winched to another 4-slot trailer. However, this setup does have its limitations, because I've done this twice basically. On Alaska, on this map actually, I was fine, but I also did it on Zimnegorsk, where you head towards like the TUZ Tatrin, and there just wasn't enough muscle to pull through all the mud and pull all this through, so I ended up bringing the Tatrin loads and all sorts, and it was just a really slow progress. But this is 10 slots, 1 truck, but you are using your winch as well. A better setup really for 10 cargo is this setup. So I've just used the Azov and the Dan, but obviously you can just use normal trucks. But I've got a crane, I've got a 5-slot semi-trailer, so obviously yeah, 5 cargo on that, and then behind it I've got the Dan with a 5-slot semi-trailer as well, so it's 10 cargo in total. And then obviously what I'll do is just winch them both together. And even though with this setup I have now lost my winch, because obviously I've got to drag the Dan with me, but say if you got to a difficult hill, I could split them apart, winch one up the hill, and then the other one is also a truck, so it's not just a trailer that I'd have to keep reaching back for and winching towards me. So worst case, you could break them apart, but also if one rolls, you can save it with the other. And as you can see now, I've not got a winch, but if I hold the winch button, I wasn't accelerating then, that back truck is like a boost truck. And last but not least, this is the daddy of them all so far that I've worked out, is yeah, the Taiga 2-slot flatbed, towing a 4-slot trailer, winch to a Voron or something, with a 2-slot flatbed and a 4-slot trailer, so that's 12 cargo in one big long road train. The only thing I would say is you'd probably be better off putting the Fleet Star here instead of the Voron, because that could also hold a crane and still give you 12 cargo total option. I can't remember if there is a 12 cargo mission. There's definitely a 10 cargo mission, but yeah, this is I mean, look at it, like, and again I'm pressing the winch button and it was pushing into me. I put it in neutral now and it messes around for a bit, but as soon as I rev my engine, and you can see I'm in neutral, the Voron starts pushing me, so again it's like a boost truck. I mean, look at it, it's like it's 100 foot of money to be made. It's scary how well Thomas the Tank Engine fits with every rap song ever. It's pretty nuts. But anyway, as well, don't believe the rumours, you'll also have the biggest on the road. Yeah, I couldn't resist. And anyway, before any of you go telling me am I compensating for something, just remember one thing. I drive a bloody loaf. Oh my god. Who gives Stevie a go? Stevie, I've told you, man. The P16 or the Navistar, look at it. I mean, that crash was definitely a biggie. Do you know how long that took me to pack? Those cargo was full of M&Ms, they cost 50 cents, now they're probably worth nothing. All because I slipped on an ice cube. My steering went crisscross. Flew off the Cliff Richard. And now I'm in a house of pain, it's ludicrous. Anyway, alright, I'll stop with the stupid music jokes, but seriously, I expected more from Stevie Wonder. I heard he was very superstitious about driving down runways, but apparently not, he drives like me. He just don't care. Listen, if anyone accuses me of being addicted to loaves, that is a damn lie, and you can't prove anything. These were all pre-order bonuses anyway. It's because I was the first person to ever pre-order the game. They gave me 5 free loaves. I wasn't even interested, but that's what you gotta do, innit? It's like the millionth customer. Anyway, I need all these loaves. Look, the one on the right, that's got aircon, like, so I don't get sweaty in Michigan on a sunny day. It's got chain tyres, so I don't slip around in Alaska. The one on the left, that's wholemeal loaf. Next one's white loaf, because it's got snow on it. The middle one, I don't know, that might actually be a brick of cocaine pretending to be a loaf, because that don't look like your typical farmhouse. And the last one, that's my triple OG loaf. That was what I bought first, and I mean, pre-order bonus downloaded first. It's all coming back to me now. And yeah, that's why. And I'm skint now for some reason. I had loads of money earlier, and all I did was buy like 18 trailers and a few loaves, and I'm skint. And now it's like, what do I want to do? Clean all that mess up, or rally around in some loaves? I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to do.